So that's scene 1. Then scene 1 is filmed on that camera.
Yep.
Scene 2 is still on this camera. We're in the camera shed now discussing any potential lightweight options. And then we're going to discuss lenses. So Joe and I are going to be like, what kind of lens do you think? So no, we're doing scene 1. We're still here.
We're
just got
brainstorming.
to change the camera.
Okay. I was walking through the mall, and there was a tiny door on a random part of the mall, a wall face. I wonder what that opens to. Can you like go in the door? Do you open the door and something happens? So I think it would kind of be cool to do something around going to that door, maybe opening it, and then it opens up a world of something. Yeah, anything. You could really. I feel like you could go into anything. You could go into. You could like zoom into the door, and then it opens up into us going somewhere. So that was kind of a thought I had.
Yeah.
Play it as it comes, and then see what happens after that.
Would you just take a camera and just go anywhere and film?
I think so. Yeah, and just let it work the camera, so that way it tells that missing scene basically, and see if it falls into place.
The idea, like I moved our neighbourhood recently, and I went to someone who's been a local there for 3 years, and I was like, hey, why don't we go to the lagoon? He's like, I've never been to the lagoon. I'm like, you've lived here for 3 years and you've not gone to the lagoon?
Yeah.
Like, so just like the idea, like, is there a place you've been that you've not like gone to and you've been a local technically of that area? Be a tourist in your own location. Or it could be fully fantasy, like you can say anything's a magical item, like this pencil could be a magical item if you just, like whatever you tell me, it's filmmaking, right?
What were you thinking about Wonder?
Yeah, it was like someone's first time in the city, but I kind of imagined it kind of like a Mr. Bean kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Like he's walking around and he's got like a map, but he can't figure out where the places he wants to go is, and it like causes like shenanigans.
See, I like that it's comedy, because here are like some people, you can do a comedy, it can be scripted, it can be a very obvious story, it could be an art film, it could be a documentary.
Okay.
Like, I don't mind.
So whatever's going up here.
Yeah. There are so many genres in the world, you can choose one.
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to Joe's point. Just start, do something. Do something, get out there and do something.
Get good at this camera, Sean.
I don't know if I'm gonna get good, but I'm going to try not to be bad.
All right, welcome to the film studio. Oh, I did it wrong. Had a audition workshop here recently, but before that we also had a casting agent here doing some super secret non-disclosure casting information.
Yeah.
Can't talk about the really cool people that were in here.
Okay, so welcome to the film shed.
Yes.
So organized, look at you guys. Going back to our original conversation.
We're going to be limited in the scene, because that means I've only got a very narrow angle.
Okay.
So by rights, we should go for something, probably, in most cases you will probably have to carry 2, but if we're going to keep it minimal, I'd probably go for a 35.
Okay.
Lens too close to
This
a
feels
person.
like picking out a bowling ball.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this to the vlog camera.
Yep.
You don't need a good camera. You can use your phone. Like, I don't mind.
Let's just say that was the area that we're going to record. If I if I look at the back of the camera, that's the narrowest I can go from this distance. So look where the walls are.
I
See
think
how they're
that's
narrow?
fine.
So just bear with me. I'm going to change the lens. See, it's wider.
Yeah, but how close does Sean need to stand if I need a mid-shot?
So to get to Sean,
If we want a mid-shot.
there.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
How distorted does your face look? Oh, nothing different.
But I also can use that on wide. So if I go back, I'll get more scene because I've got a lot more width.
And yeah, the priority is like wandering around town. So
Yeah.
I guess being able to see town makes more sense.
Yeah.
My next question is, do we want to do a scene where we're discussing a reflector? Yeah.
Maybe. So I'm not sure what a reflector is.
Talk about your feelings and opinions.
Currently, I feel excited because I don't exactly know how this will go, because we are kind of going out and filming Wonder, and I think it's fun. Jack, how we feel?
They're feeling good.
Awesome. Love it.
See, I'm thinking no to the reflector.
Okay.
I'm going to show you what that looks like, just so you can really understand why I'm saying no. Purely because if I'm trying to just film where I feel like filming and not draw attention to myself, I feel like this draws a lot of attention to
That
myself.
definitely draws
The benefit is, in case it was really like your shadows underneath your face.
under my. Oh yeah, I got it.
It
Okay.
helps. If anyone goes, I don't have a reflector at home, if you have that weird car thing to stop the sun, like you know the thing
Ah,
with the
yes, that you put on your
thing,
windshield when it's sunny.
if it's silver on the other side, that's a good make-do reflector.
Okay. Could I do something with alfoil?
You could, but I don't think it would stay like as a solid shape.
Okay, good. So don't use alfoil.
So no aluminum.
Well, that's what I would say. I would say aluminum foil, but
It's the evenness of light too.
Yeah.
Anything like a mirror, aluminium foil casts light in a specific area.
okay.
And it doesn't diffuse around the edges. So
Okay.
it means it'll be harsh in one spot without having it broadened. So whereas that will broaden it, that's why it's even all the way around.
I got
Like
you.
even the car one's not the perfect one because it has all those folds in it. So
Okay.
ideally you could hold it as straight as possible, but that's like a
It's still, okay.
making do on a budget.
Okay.
You okay to walk 10 minutes?
Yep.
I am also okay to walk 10 minutes. Though I don't know if we're walking at Joe's speed. Are we walking at Joe's speed?
So are we, no. Are we gonna?
This man is an Olympic walker right
If we
here.
film at Roma Street, should we
Gold
film
medal in Olympic
If we
walking.
end up going there, yeah, back in.
Reflectors coming
So
because
just
we're
be
filming
aware-
outside.
Yeah.
We had our 30th anniversary here. We had a jazz band playing this cabinet.
That was sweet.
We had a red carpet. And we had some glam.
Feeling
We
fancy.
do that with our graduations. We do our graduation and then we do a screening of our grad film. I think that's really cool. Did you want an umbrella?
No, I'm fine.
I probably should have asked. Filming Joe, filming us.
Let's get some B-roll inside. We won't go too far, we'll just get a quick pan.
Okay.
You know what a pan is?
Is it left to right?
Or right to left.
Okay.
Left to right on screen direction means you're going somewhere.
Okay.
And right to left means you're coming home.
Okay.
Just fun facts.
That is a fun fact.
Only in Western cinema though, because we read left to right. So that's our natural.
Okay.
Way we look.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, now I need to put this down.
I'm gonna get a shot of you sitting looking like I'm wandering around.
You could wonder what happens here. See, there's a door here. I wonder what that door goes to.
This little door,
mind you
I'm
waiting?
extremely curious about now. But we don't even need to go to Roma Street now. Why don't we just change our idea about this little Christmas door?
Tiny door!
Sean, it's a tiny door! I've knocked on the door and no one's coming out!
I know where another tiny door is.
But we don't have the lens for tiny door.
Yeah, tiny door. This is vlog 2, right? Last time we did this, we were walking around the city. We went to South Bank last time.
Yeah. South Brisbane Mall? Well, South Brisbane West End.
We're about to battle up a hill. Joe loves walking up hills. Look at him. Look at him. He's just powering. Look at him. He's waiting on us. He's not happy. He wants us to be moving a lot faster.
You're going to hold my stuff.
Yes, I am.
Because I don't want props.
All right.
So, do you think diagonally? Yeah, probably move with.
Okay.
But should you be diagonally or directly?
I'd say,
And then I'll end over there where you were doing the pan of the
you're gonna go all
train.
the way down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the
Or we
case.
can start
Welcome
earlier.
to the creative process.
No, I'll start like this and I'll pan with.
Oh yeah. And then that way I can stop there so then we can cut to the pan of what you captured.
Oh, so the question is, when you get to a certain, do I follow you? Or do you want me to stop here and you'll turn slightly this
I
way?
reckon you could follow me as soon as I get to the correct third.
Okay.
Right.
You were definitely wondering. I was wondering. I didn't know what was happening. I was wondering what was going on. So I think we nailed it.
What other like shots can I
So
do here? I mean, close
basically
shot.
what we did was rule of thirds. I don't know if they-
Okay, rule of thirds.
So kept the subject to one end of the screen
Okay.
as they're walking, making sure that they're not in front, otherwise I only see the back.
Okay.
And then I followed. When they got to a certain spot, I stopped, held it for a little while, so in case we need to do a dissolve into the next scene. I crept in a little bit because I wanted to get more of the pick up instead
Okay.
of too far back, and then just cut there.
Okay.
But yeah, the good thing is to always have more
More
shot than you
top
need.
and tail.
Yeah, okay.
It's best to have a bit of top and tail so you've got room to cut into.
I'm gonna move into shot. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So it makes sense from what?
You better be quick.
All right.
Hurry up. It's dark, so you won't open it up more. Is that what it should be?
Maybe a bit.
Yeah. You see the detail in the borders there?
So we're doing a low angle because it has more power.
Yeah, fair.
portfolio example is a very short example of what we're looking for here at APAC. So with Portfolio B, your option is to think of any story idea that would suit the word wonder. And that can be interpreted as an art film, a documentary, or just a short story that you wanted to film. Sean, what's your advice? Again, all that, again.
Yeah, all this again. My advice is similar to what Joe said earlier. I think you just, as long as you put in an effort, you look at the time frame, you get kind of a bunch of shots. Don't stress so much about the portfolio. I think more, think of it as something that you would want to see, that you'd want to show your family, you know, about wonder, or you show your friends. And I think if you take away the stress of it being a portfolio and more think about it as just an enjoying project you get to work on as film, I think that hopefully will take away the kind of aspect of, oh, people are judging this, and kind of, this is actually fun. I get to go out in my local community, I get to go out in my wherever and film what I believe is wonder. So that's kind of my 5-minute advice. So I believe that's almost a wrap on our portfolio video, but I wanted to ask you, if you could have shot this in a better way, or I guess got the exact thing you wanted, what would have happened, I guess?
If I went for the full 2 minutes, because this video is like a really short sample, I think I would have just actually done a bit of a story structure. I don't think I have a clear beginning, middle, end.
Okay.
I think I just have a middle end.
Okay.
Which is fine, because that's something we will teach anyway. It's still a story structure. But I think I would have just gotten a lot more closer shots as well, but we were limited to having that one lens, which was very much about being wide all the time. But the closer shots of like interacting with maybe nature, or just pieces of like, oh, look at this cool thing here, but the smaller insert shots.
Would you say that would just add more depth to the piece?
It would add more to my character of like looking around and noticing things. Because if you're noticing the small things and the little things as well, then you want those close-ups of those small things and those little things.
Awesome. I thought it was great. Hope we all had a good time. I'm going to steal this from you. I'm going to flip it right around. Did you have a good time today?
Yes, had a great time.
Awesome, brother. Joe, any final words? And Christina, any final words?
Final words? No.
Okay.
Can't wait to see you.
Absolutely. Awesome. Check it out, guys. Watch our other YouTube as well. You will cut this, so I'm going to stop talking.
I just started editing, or nearly finished editing, the portfolio example, and I just want to point out that they say that a script is never finalized. Like, you keep editing your script, you keep changing your idea, and it definitely happened during the edit, because I ended up following Sean Johnson's idea a lot more than my original idea. So wanted to point that out, that don't worry if your idea changes as you go, because that's just the nature of filmmaking.